Hey everybody, welcome back to another video. This time we're going to start a new series that I'm really looking forward to. We're going to call this Harmonic Explorations. And basically what this series is designed to do is to get you out of your pre-programmed patterns of thinking. And we're going to talk about kind of what's possible, explore some brand new sounds. And to tell you the truth, a lot of this is actually for me, where I'm exploring new sounds and I kind of just want to document it. But I figured why not put it on YouTube just in case this stuff is valuable to any of you out there. You might love it, you might hate it, but this is the kind of stuff that I'm doing in the practice room to try to get some new and interesting sounds into my playing. So what I'm really trying to do in this series is just kind of break myself out of my patterns, the sounds that I'm really comfortable with, the sounds that I know well, and explore some new territory. Maybe break the rules a little bit, although there really are no rules in jazz. That's the beauty of it. You kind of want to go down a path that is uniquely you. So maybe through some of this stuff, I can give you the courage to kind of go and explore some new sounds that you didn't think would work or that you were previously afraid to explore. And feel free to ask me any questions in the comments, because I'm hoping that this will kind of turn into a discussion about maybe you like the direction I went, maybe you hated the direction I went, but what do you think about these sounds? Are these some things that you might be able to put into your own playing? Can you take my ideas and further expand upon them and maybe show me something that I've never thought of before? I think this has a lot of potential to help us grow as a community at large, which is what we're all about here on the channel. So what we're going to be doing today is taking a simple 2-5-1 and talking about some reharms that I've been exploring that I'm kind of digging the sound of. All right, so here's the basic idea for this first episode. What I want to do is I'm going to reharm the second measure of the 2-5-1, the 5 chord, and then I'm also going to be delaying my resolution by reharming the first half of the 1 chord measure. So delaying that resolution a little bit, building up some more tension, not resolving where everybody thinks I'm going to resolve, and hopefully that's going to result in some more interesting lines. So here's the basic reharm. I'm not doing anything with the 2 chord. I'm going to keep it as the 2. So I start the line very inside the harmony. I'm going to play something that's very, very clear. And then in the second measure is where I do my first reharm. So where this would normally be the 5 chord, in this case a G7 chord, I'm going to superimpose the sound of a B flat 7 chord over that G7. So let's explore what that kind of connotates. So if I'm just using 1, 3, 5, 7 of the B flat 7 chord, what that's going to give me, my B flat will give me the sharp 9, my D will give me the regular old 5th, my F will give me the regular old 7th, and then the A flat is going to give me a flat 9. So what I'm really exploring here is the flat 9, sharp 9 sound. And I think it kind of goes really nicely if you use this B flat 7 arpeggio, because you get a really nice mix, actually half and half, of inside notes and outside notes. You get the D and the F, which are very inside, and then you get the B flat and the A flat, which are a little bit more tension-filled notes. So now let's move over to the 1 chord. Now the way that I'm going to delay this resolution is by actually playing a B major triad over the C major 7 chord for 2 beats before I drop into C7. So you're going to hear all this nice tension over the 5 chord. You're going to hear all these sharp 9, flat 9 things. And then just when you think I'm about to resolve it, I'm going to pull a fast one on you, and I'm going to play a little bit more tension and then drop into the C major 7 in the second half of this bar. And this is a technique that I hear a lot of my favorite musicians doing, so I figured why not try it? You can decide if you like it or not. Okay, so let's look at the first line. So the first line, you can see in the first measure, I'm basically just arpeggiating the 2 chord, playing a little bit around with the 9th, 3rd, and 11th, but really keeping it very inside. And then what I'm doing over the 5 chord is I'm dropping into that B flat 7 sound. And really, I'm just arpeggiating the chord. I go from the 3 up to the root, and then I just come down that 7th chord. Now, when I drop into that 1 chord, I'm going to play that B major sound, and I'm outlining it very clearly. I'm going 5 up to 3, down to 1, back up to 5, and then right after that, I'm going to bring that 5 up to the G and finally resolve to C major. Rest of the line is very inside. Let's check out what it sounds like. So the thing to pay attention to is really that tension and release. All right, let's move on to the second line. Same idea, slightly different way of getting from place to place. So now I'm trying to get away from just using all eighth notes. I'm trying to mix up the rhythm a little bit, but I'm still keeping this very inside. Start on the 5, come down, do a little scale pattern, going all the way back up to the 7th. Then I'm jumping to the 3rd, which is a very inside note of that B flat 7 chord. And again, I'm just arpeggiating. I have a large jump in the middle of the line, which I think sounds pretty interesting, where I jump from the 5th all the way up to a 7th, so more than an octave. And I think that's what I like about this second line. And then again, when I get to the C major chord, I want to play that B major sound, outlining it very clearly, just using the notes of a B major triad. And then from the and of 2 into 3, I'm going from the 3rd of the B major, and I'm going a half step up to get me to the 3rd of the C major chord. And then again, it's all good after that, staying in that key of C major. Sounds like this. All right, so let's take a look at the third and final line. You're starting to probably see this pattern that I'm using. Hopefully your ears are becoming a little bit more accustomed to what's going on at this point. But if they haven't quite yet, you just need to take these lines and practice them a little bit more until you can really hear what makes these lines tick. So again, very inside over the 2 chord. Then when I come into the 5 chord, replacing it with that B flat 7. And this time I'm using a little bit of a scale pattern over that B flat 7. I'm actually using the C as a passing tone to get me from the 3 to the 1 in B flat. So then I'm using that C again as a passing tone. Then I start arpeggiating all the way back up to the root of B flat. Then I take that B flat into a B natural, play a quick B major arpeggio, and then resolve it back to C, and then it's inside again from there on out. Let's check out what this one sounds like. So that's it. Those are my ideas. That's my adventurous line, my adventurous sounds that I'm going for. It really is not all that adventurous. Actually, over the 5 chord, I really don't think this is very adventurous at all. I think the B major sound over the C major chord is actually the most adventurous part of this. But let me know what you think. I would love to know if you liked this, if you hated it. Tell me in the comments. Is this something that you try to do in your own practice time or something that you would like to start doing? Let's have a discussion. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this and you're looking forward to more episodes on this series where we're going to start to get more and more adventurous, leave me a thumbs up. Make sure you like and subscribe. Turn on notifications, all that good stuff that all of us YouTubers ask you to do. And most of all, as always, thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate being able to bring these videos to you, and I hope they can help you in some way. Until next time, let's try to be more adventurous together. We'll talk to you soon. Have a good one, everybody. Bye.